Welcome in, everyone. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football. And you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense. We're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another. And I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other. They study each other. They work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends. But come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win. But when they put their two box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this offseason.
Tight end, the motion man to the right. Stroud, going to throw right away. To the right side here, pass is caught. With that, I want to give you a look here at the receiving numbers for him from the game a week ago. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. They send the tight end in motion. Throwing on second down. Stroud. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. You have a tight end motioning left here. Stroud to throw. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
He'll tuck it and take off.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Here's a third down and 4. Here's Stroud. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside.
Here we go.
On first down, it's Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
How about 4 catches on this drive alone? Time to change the defense. This one gets him another first down.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a first down.
And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
This is how you dream up the opening script. You get the ball first, and you want to go down and set the tone for the rest of the game. Well, looks like the coaches did a great job when they built that script during the week. With that big-time throw, they got a shot now with first and goal to end this opening drive with a touchdown.
And the tackle is made at about the 6. Second and goal. On play action, Stroud. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Whose kick is good. And the Browns are out to an early 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
It's always so hard as a player, Mike. You leave a game, you have a big performance, you feel like you really did your job, but it comes in a losing effort. And while you're proud of that effort, there's this sour taste in your mouth going into practice the next week, knowing that it wasn't good enough. That's what he's facing here today. He had a great game last week in a loss. Can he find a way to lead his team and have an equally good game? Continue to play at that high level that we've seen him play at, but this time, do it in a victory. That's what they're focusing on. That's been the emphasis all week long. We're going to get a shot to see how it plays out here today.
Second and 7. Now Jackson. That is left side and caught by Flowers. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. Johnston motioning over. Back to the ground. He'll get it again.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here?
And he will score. Tez Walker. Touchdown, Ravens. That his first touchdown this year.
You know, there's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success. And, of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback being accurate. It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after the catch, but the accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback, and then sometimes it's just a foot race to the pylon and speed kills, and wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, and he does the rest.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Rodriguez on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Browns offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. And he's been the go-to guy in this offense for the first half of the season. You can see it there. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. TJ Tampa up to make the play. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll go play action with Stroud. And that is incomplete. Took a shot here at the end of the quarter, but it comes up incomplete. Third and 9. From the gun, here's Stroud. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. But he'll gather it back in.
And, man, does he dodge a bullet right there, Mike, on that sack. He's fortunate. That ball bounced right back to him, and he's able to recover it and keep possession for his team.
Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And he's been a real threat, not just with the arm, but the wheels as well. The NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll run on second down. Changing direction there as he's able to pick up 3. What can they do here on third down and 7? Now Jackson on the move. And that is incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And now it's 4th down. That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. The Browns offense ready to get back to work. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Receiver in motion, headed left. On 2nd down, Stroud. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And he gets run out of bounds. A short pickup, but it's good enough for a first down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
2nd down and 8. They'll motion over Metcalf. A 2nd down throw for Stroud. Metcalf reels it in on the right side.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and let's see what he can do after the catch.
They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. To throw, it's Stroud. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. He'll find his running back, Cook. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks, because when you do, your ability to score points typically tends to follow.
They'll stay on the ground. Ooh! And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Mike, you know the best time to pick up first downs is? On first downs. Don't wait for third down. We see it here. 3 plays in a row, 3 first downs on chunk plays, and this offense is rolling.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap.
And he's in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Rodriguez on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They're in a 10-point hole. It's 13-3 as this drive starts with 1st down. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Here we go.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. Quick throw taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now Stroud. They'll set up the screen to Cook. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down. Now Stroud. Over the middle, Metcalf has it. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the...
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Browns.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Browns are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. 3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. Here comes a return from the 5. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Ravens offense and Lamar Jackson getting set to take over once more. And he's given defenses across the league a lot to think about when they try to game plan for him. Consider he's currently 2nd in the NFL in quarterback rushing yards. He was trying to get that to Tez Walker. And it'll bring up second down. Now it's a bootleg with Jackson. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Now a run on first down. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Play action now. Jackson. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. On play action, here's Jackson. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
And as we saw in the first half, Mike, the defense was really unable to do anything to slow him down. He put up some really big numbers there in the first 2 quarters. Now here in the second half, just doesn't look like they've made many adjustments in the attempt to slow him down.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Now Lamar going to hang on to it. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
On 2nd down, they'll run. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. He'll go right and find his running back. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been. And it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. In motion comes Walker. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. In motion comes Walker. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Browns offense ready to see what they can do. And, look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it. This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Metcalf hauls in that one. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Encroachment, defense. Automatic first down.
They'll come up here. 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Cook. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
Makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Throwing on 2nd down, and the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
We spend so much time talking about quarterbacks and the special plays that they can make, and of course that's a big part of playing quarterback in the NFL, but also, can you avoid the bad plays? Do you know when the fight is over and live to play another down? Don't take that sack. Throw the ball away, get back out there on 3rd down, and give yourself a chance.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. The Browns getting their punting team out there. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Ravens offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And we run you through the highlights. A first down throw for Jackson. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
They just have to be better on first down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And that's going to help. He's out of bounds up near the 30-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. Good for a Raven first down. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's to the middle of the field and caught by Walker. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of play. So, 3 quarters. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. He makes one man miss, but stopped quickly as they hold him to a gain of 1. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Jackson. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. That's the safety, Greg Delpit.
So you do a great job all game long. You build up a lead here late in the 4th quarter, but now you get sloppy. This turnover all of a sudden brings a renewed sense of energy to your opponent, who a minute ago thought this game was over, and now they got a little life.
Off he goes.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
In motion, it's Jackson. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He'll get this out wide. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
A run up the middle with Cook. Trying to avoid tacklers there, but the ball is out. One of the Ravens has it. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. And a terrific play for the defense to come up with the score that, Greg, extends their lead and really hurts the offense's momentum.
Mike, it's hard enough in this league when you find yourself trailing in the 2nd half to be able to battle yourself back and try to end up winning this game. But when you have turnovers like that, that not only then extend the lead, it just makes that even a taller task.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Rodriguez on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
It's 2nd and 21 at the 20-yard line.
On 2nd down, Stroud gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Here we go.
3rd and long. Here's Stroud. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th down.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
They'll turn and hand this one off. Oh, the ball's out, and the defense has it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're...
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. So they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. So 2nd down, and they'll run it. And he'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's 1st down. Now Jackson on the move. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 and just enough to move the chains.
And you think back to the first half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the second half to slow him down, but so far that has proven to not be the case.
In motion comes Walker. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short game.
To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Baltimore. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances...
And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board.
Makes the score. Ravens 35, Browns 10.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30.
The Browns take over.
The Browns offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Things not looking good. But
Here we go.
see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. He'll find his running back, Cook. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Here's 2nd and 6. Stroud to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game in that one. A first down.
On the quick, right?
Here's Stroud. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
All right.
Throwing is Stroud. Quick throw here is complete.
There's 2 big key pieces the way you want to evaluate quarterbacks in the NFL, Mike, is the first one, how do they operate on 3rd down? But the second one, how do they throw the ball when it's not a clean pocket? And you saw here, the ability to be on time and accurate through contact, that's what separates the good ones from the rest, and that was a big-time throw right there.
There's that man again. Another catch. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
All right.
Tight end going in motion here. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's going to be caught. Oh, he's going to be very close. It depends on the mark. But he is short. They've held him on 4th down.
Oh, that's a great job there defensively. They know exactly where that first down marker is. It looked for a minute like he was going to be able to pick up enough yards to convert on that 4th down, but he doesn't. He's just shy, and that is a great stand here by this defense.
They'll begin here on the ground. And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.